Having worked at Bethesda for hospitals in community outreach programs for more than 50 years, it is a pleasure for me to give an introductory message to a film being developed by Reverend Manoj Kumar regarding Bethesda Lutheran Hospital. The idea of starting a healing ministry in the early 1900s was rejected by some of the early missionaries, but nonetheless, Bethesda Hospital was built in 1921 and 1922, and it has proved to have helped many poor people, giving free care for tuberculosis patients, for leprosy patients, and for family planning patients. It has also been proved that over the years, the healing ministry has brought many people to Christ through their witness.
According to St. John, very truly, I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. Likewise, on 14th day of October 1894, Missouri Synod ordained Reverend Carl Gustav Theodor Nather and Reverend Theodor Franz Mon in Emmanuel Lutheran Church of St. Charles in America and sent them to India as MELIM missionaries. In the year 1895, MELIM first missionaries, Reverend Nather, chose to work at Krishnagiri and Reverend T.F. Mon at AMBUR for their mission, where people were suffering from various epidemic diseases like cholera, chickenpox, plague, etc. Many people died. Even the missionaries and their family members were also affected by their diseases. 2 children of Reverend Nather died of cholera in the year of 1899 and in 1900. The only child of Reverend T.F. Mon also expired in the year 1904, February 13th. Missionary Nather also died in plague. Missouri Synod released the need for medical assistance for the people and the missionaries and dedicated to establish Bethesda Hospital by the medical mission of MELIM. While the MELIM mission was developing in India, missionaries Reverend Henry Hammond and Reverend George Kuchley insisted the need for the medical mission to the Missouri Synod Convention occurred in the year of 1911. Missouri Synod recognized their request and sent Miss Louise Ellerman for the Indian MELIM medical mission, who served as a nurse in Indiana of America. In 1913, Miss Louise Ellerman started a dispensary with the help of missionary G.O. Kellerborn, a missionary at Bahur of Salem district. She offered medical assistance at free of cost to the poor villagers of Bahur and Vaniapadi with the help of Ratnamma. According to her reports to the head office, she served more than 1,950 patients with medications and minor surgeries. After 6 years of her medical services, for the poor went back to her hometown as her health became ill. But people continuously visited the missionaries for medications that satisfied their health needs. Reverend Henry Hawks and George Cuchley conveyed it to the medical mission. In 1919, March 31st, a missionary, Eric Ludwig, died to insufficient medical care. He was buried at the place where the student hostel is now. Reverend George Cuchley went to America in 1920 and requested the churches and the schools to support the medical mission in India. One day, while he was speaking in School of Chicago, Dr. Theodore Lane came to know about his mission in India. While he was thinking over it at his home, he hears a voice, "Go and sow." At once he replied, "I am." He contacted the Missouri Synod to convey his desire to serve the people of India. And the Board of Mission took immediate actions to send him. In the month of November 1921, Dr. Theodore Lane came to India with his family along with 2 nurses, Miss Angela Revinkle and Miss Etta Herald. He wanted to serve and proclaim the love of God for the Hindus and Muslims of AMBUR, where missionary Eric Ludwig died, and Miss Louise Ellerman was already in service. With the permission of the district collector, he installed a tent for the dispensary near to George Cuchley's bungalow and served the people of AMBUR. In the beginning, people teased him, and later they realized his selfless service and the skills he has to treat the patients. He reported to Mission that he offered treatment to more than 2,520 patients within a couple of months. In 1922, Dr. Theodore Lane submitted draft copy of establishing a permanent hospital in AMBUR during the 11th MELIM Mission Conference. Missouri Synod accepted his proposal by God's grace and mobilized funds for the hospital. The foundation stone for the hospital was laid by General Secretary of Missouri Synod, Dr. Frederick Brand. The new hospital building for the outpatients took rupees 30,000 for construction. Reverend E.H. Mainzen blessed the building and named the hospital with BETHESDA, which means Karunaagaram in Tamil. The conclusion prayer was offered by Reverend N. Samuel, and most importantly, the district collector Malani also participated in the inaugural function. People from Salem district, Bagur, Vaniapadi, Alngayam, Gudiyatham, Melpatti and Pernambat came to this hospital for treatments. Patients were offered with quality treatments at low fees and a few cases without any payments. In order to reduce overcrowds, roadside dispensaries also installed between Waniyambadi and Bargur. Reports state that more than 7,460 patients were offered treatments through these dispensaries. They have decided to serve among Muslims under AMBUR BETHESDA in 1924. In Waniyambadi, they included Dr. Adolf Berg's Miss Amelia and Mrs. Jnanamani for their medical and gospel services. Dr. Deodor Lane entrusted his mission to Miss Angela Rewinkle before he left to his home country. She took over the responsibility as nursing superintendent and looked after the services in the absence of the doctor in the hospital. Meanwhile, Dr. T.S. Devadasan, a doctor from government hospital, took care and had been served for 13 years. He died on 13th October 1936 due to illness. Missouri Synod wanted to appoint an American doctor for Bethesda Hospital and sent Dr. Eleanor Bonsack to India, who was the first lady doctor of North Dakota, America. By her efforts, separate rooms for childbirth and labs for blood tests were constructed. The rural areas of AMBUR infected by leprosy and the hospital offered treatment as well as vaccination for the people. Dr. Eleanor Bonsack reported to the mission that 215 minor and major surgeries were carried out and 17,241 were treated. He went back to his hometown as he was about to get married in 1936. Dr. Norbert Leek Band was sent to India by Missouri Synod. He came to AMBUR Bethesda and served at Krishnagiri, Bargur, Waniyambadi, Gudiyatham, Melpatti, Pernambuc and nearby villages with a mobile van. In 1936, an operation theatre exclusively for eye surgery was built and the government doctor A. Nallatambi also joined with Dr. Leek Bond. It was a time of Second World War and Dr. Leek Bond was forced to go back to his hometown. Miss Angela Rewinkle once again became the medical superintendent of the hospital. She introduced the washing machines to wash the dresses of the patients. She also cared for the destitute and orphan children in the area. 1950 was the year of the turning point for Bethesda Hospital. Dr. Wolfgang Bulle became the superintendent of Bethesda Hospital and 4 nurses were sent to India by the Board of Foreign Mission USA. Dr. Bulle wrote a letter to Mission Board to renovate the hospital and Miss Angela Rewinkle also requested for support from Lutheran Women's Missionary League. By the grace of Lord, Lutheran Medical League and the Lutheran Women's Missionary League jointly allotted a sum of $70,000 for the renovation of the hospital. With this grant, ward for outpatients, quarters for doctors and nurses, washing room and kitchen were built. A water tank and the roads for the hospital were also established by Dr. Bulle. He was very particular and on punctuality, moral and the devotion of the workers. Reverend Robert Trotman was appointed as chaplain for the workers, and after him, Reverend J. Isaac was the chaplain in the year 1956. Dr. Bulle reported to the mission board that among 8,563 patients, 1,523 were the inpatients and 2,740 outpatients were received quality treatments. 160 major operations were occurred and 30 cesareans among 226 deliveries with 60 staffs of the hospital. Dr. Bull and Miss Angela Rewinkle were retired from their selfless services on 1958. After Dr. Bulle, Dr. Joan B. Purchell and Mr. G. Samwell were appointed by the mission board as in-charge medical superintendent and commercial administrator of the hospital. Purchell was the surgeon. He gave treatment to the poor and free of cost through Bethesda Hospital. Mission board sent Miss Mary McNabb, Miss Barbara Anderson, Miss Alice G. Brower, Miss Gisela Tude, and Miss Uttapats Chike. The nurses in the banner of community health service, they served for the people of AMBUR and the children of malnutrition. Indian medical practice nurse doctors Victoria, MTP, Simon, Sugunabai, Sabari Roy, Francis, Charles, Karthiraj, Walter, John were also served with them. They established a nurse training and medical research center along with George Chandrasekhar, Jacob Devasagai and Miss Indrani. Dr. Purchell introduced and promoted the awareness of family planning and proposed it to the Tamil Nadu government through the minor surgery carried out to the hospital staff Mrs. Panjarathina. Then many approached Bethesda Hospital for family planning, evidencing the services of Dr. Purchell and Dr. Padmini Charles. Tamil Nadu government recognized the hospital with the first prize at national and state level. In 1958, Mr. Bhima Reddy donated his land to establish a rural health center under Bethesda Hospital at Reddy Valasu. The governor of Madras, Sir Pragasa, inaugurated the center and donated rupees 10,000. LWML donated rupees 5,000. And the Wickridge Foundation of USA donated rupees 10,000. In 1952, Reverend Henry Orton established the hospital at Trivandrum, and Reverend Ronald E. Miller established at Malappuram in the year of 1956. Dr. Purchell built a chapel in AMBUR named after Arugya Nadar on 1965 and 66. It becomes a vital place for the staff of the hospital and patients to pray and raise their faith. Miss Grown Beach, along with 8 medical practitioners, visit schools and missions at Alangayam, Nimmayampattu, Jamunamuttur, Kavnur, Nariyampattu, Vaniyambadi, Reddy Valasu. Dr. Benjamin, Dr. Manogaran, and Dr. Joel Nesraj clubbed themselves to serve the poor. This hospital became famous for treatment, TB and leprosy too. Dr. J.B. Puschella went back to his hometown since he was requested to treat the victims of war. After him, this hospital plays a vital role for the health of the people of AMBUR in spite of caste, religion and language. Now this hospital became the lighthouse for the people of AMBUR and nearby villages. Also, it is called the heart of AMBUR. Let us contemplate on LCMS and MELIM, who were sent many missionaries and individuals who laid their lives as wheat for the welfare and health of the people of AMBUR. let us also pray for the Bethesda Hospital, which enlightened many lives with hope and health. And above all, let us proclaim the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ throughout the world.